It's only me.
Merry Vlogmas, day 15. Mum is currently out on a nature walk.
She's walking.
She's walking,
yes,
with her friend Susan.
With a big group.
Yes. They're doing something, looking at, like, you know,
flora
nature
and fauna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad and I are going to do our calendars now, and we will catch Mum when she comes back, because who knows when that could be. they'll go out for lunch and stuff as well.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
As ladies do.
Yes. So day 15 today.
Day 15.
Down the bottom there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's a new one.
Orange chocolate pot.
It looks nice.
It looks gorgeous, actually.
Don't know. It's got a little dot on it.
Well, it's got orange dot.
Yes. I don't think it's overly exciting.
No.
But
however,
I'm sure it will taste delicious.
Yeah, well, orange and chocolate is a fantastic combination. Is it not?
It looks fairly dark chocolate.
It does.
I wonder if it's going to be a runny inside.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I could have a bowl of these. Feet up. Look at the fire.
Oh, do you remember those chocolate orange peels that I bought back from TK Maxx? It was the Oh, they were good. They were good. Tier 1?
Oh yeah.
Tier 1.
Gorgeous.
And like I say, we'll do Mum when she comes back.
It's Moorish, this.
That's good. You've got more. So, day 15 for me. Ooh, okay. We've got, a 3 hook and eye clasp, a velvet ribbon, and some very interesting looking satin, I think this is. So I'll show you that a little bit closer up when I go down to the sewing room, which I'm just about to do. I need to print off some postage labels for a few parcels that need to go out. Then get on with the 8167. I have put a belt in my bag so that I can try it on properly once I put the ruffle on. So that's the plan for this morning. Is it still this morning? It's just still this morning. Let's have a closer look at bag 15. So there's a really pretty kind of beigey nude velvet ribbon. That's really nice. Again, I don't know what I'd use this for. I'm thinking maybe with the ribbons that I would maybe cut them up and use them as decorative, kind of to cover seam lines on cups, you know, like 3 of those kind of thing. We have a nude hooks and bars, 3 wide this time, which is great. And then this, which is a floral, it's kind of like a really abstract as well. It is stretchy. It's like a satin. I wouldn't necessarily have put those colours together, but I do like this. It's one of those ones which is I'm not going to be too precious about because it's not something I picked for myself, so I will definitely be making kind of practice bras in this. But I do think it's pretty, don't get me wrong, I do think it's pretty. It's just, like I say, it's not one that I would necessarily have picked out for myself. The peachy tones are going to go with a lot of the other things that have come with the calendar so far. So I'm going to get this put away, and then we can get the ruffle on the 8167 and see how that looks with a belt.
2 hours later.
Okay, ruffle is on, belt is made. I'm going to tip you down a little bit. I think I like this. I wasn't sure when I put the ruffle on. I thought maybe I've made it a bit dowdy. I think I like this actually. I think it's going to be one of those ones that I'm going to want to wear with kind of heels and makeup to feel a little bit more kind of put together. But yeah, definitely loving it with the belt. Without the belt, no. Feels a bit like a Victorian nightgown. I did make a belt with the kind of like leftover little bit of fabric that I had. I think I'm gonna like this as well. Yeah, I like that too. Just double checking in the mirror, but yeah, I like that too. I do like that. As I mentioned yesterday, I also have a thick, like really thick brown tan leather belt that would look really nice around this with then tan boots on as well. I think I might make my next one ever so slightly deeper in the front V, but only a little bit. The facing on this is kind of still rolling out, which is bugging me, and like I say, when I was filming yesterday I couldn't really notice it, but I can feel it. You know what, meh, it'll be fine. I'm genuinely surprised. I think it kind of looks like the Peter Pilotto. I mean, obviously, if I'd have done it in that blue floral fabric, it would have looked a lot more like the Peter Pilotto. And obviously, I have put on very different sleeves. But I do think it looks kind of like that dress. I think that the ruffle comes up much higher on the Peter Pilotto dress. I can tip you down a little bit. Let's see, yeah. So the ruffle kind of comes to around here, then only just covers the knees of the girl wearing it. But as you guys know, I wouldn't want it that high anyway. I much prefer the length it comes to on this, and I will, as I say, always probably wear this with over the knee boots or knee-high boots, because that's just what I prefer. But I think this is nice. Surprisingly pleased with this. As I say, I'm never going to not wear it belted because it's just not me. I think one thing that I could possibly do is actually put like an inch wide channel of elastic in so that it's always cinched, and then you just put the belt on top, which could help like the fabric lie a little flatter. Possibly I could do that, but I'm out of this fabric, so I can't do it for this one. I might do it for one in the future, but I don't think it looks messy with the kind of gathering. I would have liked slightly more of a ruffle in the front, and I think one of the things I had to contend with this fabric is there was a stain on it, and that's something that I'm noticing with the fabric room. I don't think it's actually me that's staining these fabrics. I think they're arriving with stains on them, but I don't check. I just shove them in the washing machine, so the next time I get fabric I'm going to properly look over the entire length. But what I did was I cut out the front pieces to avoid the stain, and then I've actually put the stain in one of the ruffles because it's going to be gathered up and it's going to be at the bottom, and it was at the back. Hi, Sean. Hi! What was I saying? The little stained piece of fabric, I had to make a ruffle out of this because otherwise I wouldn't have had enough, and it's just at the back at the bottom, and they're not bad stains, but I don't think it's me that's making the stains. Anyway, that's just called, and there are parcels up at the main house for me, so I'm going to go and have a look and see what they are, get myself another hot drink, and then I will be back. Just come back from the house with all of the parcels. My parcel from Something Delightful has arrived, but whilst I was up there I grabbed the belt that I've been mentioning, this big kind of tan one, and I really like how this looks. Mum, Dad also both like it when it's cinched. We've all agreed that it looks like a Victorian nightgown when it's not cinched, so I will never not wear it cinched because this is me and I don't want to look like a Victorian lady wearing a nightgown. I will make more of these, and I will make patterned ones of these. I might lower the neckline a little bit, maybe, but for this one I'm going to leave it as is because I'm not going to fuss with it, because just no, there's way too much work involved in taking the neckline off. And somebody mentioned that this would make a good beach cover up in a sheer fabric, and you are right, it would. You would probably need to do something different with the neckline though, and obviously sort of maybe different sleeves and not put the ruffle on, but yes, it would make a great beach cover up in a shearer fabric. Mum's friend also mentioned that it would make a great maternity dress, which I actually do think it would, and I think it's quite a stylish one that you could definitely wear after having been pregnant, because you could then cinch it back in again. So I think this is quite a versatile piece. Very happy with this. So like I say, my order from Something Delightful has arrived, so I am going to show you the patterns that I got in the Black Friday sale. Then I will get on with, I think, the 7974s, although if I do this top then that will be finished today, which would be quite nice as well, because I don't think I'm going to get either of the 7974s done. We shall see. We shall see. I've persuaded Mum to come and do her calendar down here, and she brought it with her. It's bigger than she is. And Mum's bruise, if you can see it, is looking particularly fabulous today. It's yes, there you go.
Lovely.
Like beforehand, it wasn't too bad, and it's really showing. Yeah, it's really showing today. Right, so 15. Where is 15? They're always a big one.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh dear.
Oh. Okay, they can go on the tree. Who likes white chocolate?
It's the white chocolate penguins. One of my Australian subscribers said penguins are Tim Tams here. They're the biscuits. These are actual. Show them. They're the actual penguins. Yeah, they're actual penguins. What does it say?
They're dreaming of a white Christmas. Is the snow settling where you are?
Oh, that's sad.
Madagascan vanilla truffle swayed in creamy white chocolate.
So I'm going to try one of these because I don't mind white chocolate.
I could have the other half of your nibble just to see if I like it.
No, I have 70% dark chocolate divine raspberry bar down here, which is keto.
Oh.
So you can have a little bit of that.
Oh.
And I'll have one of your...
And they're all yours.
I'll have all of your penguins.
Yeah. Yay.
These are definitely not keto. But look how cute. He's actually a little penguin. There's some more penguins coming in a colour you prefer.
Mm.
It's very sweet. Really, really sweet. I'm not going to want more than one of those every other day. They're going to last forever.
Merry Vlogmas.
Yeah, Dad was just silent this morning.
Oh, wasn't he?
Yeah, just silent.
He's a bad boy.
That is nice, but it's very sweet. I'm going to chat to Mum. I will be back momentarily. I'm keeping the dress on. You know it's a winner when you want to wear it immediately. So I have a little bit of hand sewing to do on the tie for this dress to just close up the gap from where I turned it all through. And then I need to decide what I want to work on next. Trying to be good and work through the pile of things for videos and then do like my just for me dresses afterwards, because there's 4 just for me dresses and then there's 4 things for videos. So I think probably maybe I ought to do the sew along for the top next, because I might get that finished today. It is currently 4:25. I might not get that finished today. We shall see. I mean, if I was just sewing it I definitely would, but because I've got to film all the steps of it, that's where it might get not made today. We shall see. Yeah, I think I said this earlier, but the other option is working on the McCalls 7974, and it's really weird to think that I'm going to be making 2 dresses exactly the same but one that I know is not going to fit me. It's a really weird kind of like thing to do. But yeah, I got so many comments on the sew along for that video for people saying that I should have made the size that the pattern envelope told me to, because then it wouldn't have been so cleavage-tastic, and I don't think that's true. Having looked at other people's dresses that have made this dress, it's cleavage-tastic on everybody. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I've raised up the front neckline of that dress 3 inches. So whilst it's not going to be cleavage-tastic, it's not going to be because I've made the size that the envelope told me I should. It's going to be because I changed it. But yeah, it's weird to think that I'm going to put all this effort into making a dress that I know is not going to fit me. But, you know, I want to do this video, the comparison video of like what I think it should look like and what they think it should look like. Because, I mean, I'm interested to see, because it's only ended up with about 3 or 4 inches more wearing ease than my one. So I'm going to be interested to see how it comes out. But yeah, the motivation to make that dress is low. Although the motivation to make the dress that I want that will fit me is quite high, because I like that fabric. So I think what I need to do is make the larger one first, so I'll then be inspired to make the smaller one, the one that will actually fit me. But anyway, all this waffling is not going to help me actually do anything at all, is it? So I'm going to get the belt sewn up, then get on with the top, I think. We shall see.
1 hour later.
One of you lovely peeps mentioned a decorative stitch around the neckline of this dress to keep the facing intact or inside, and I've gone for, don't know if it's ever going to show up. It's a really subtle cross stitch. So I've done that all around the neckline, and it is making it all sit a lot flatter, which is great. And then I decided that if I did it around there, I really ought to kind of mirror it on the hem. So 4 meters 20 later, I've done it all around the hem, and I don't know if you can even see it, but you know what? I know it's there. I think I might have even done it around the kind of like the top edge where the ruffle joins the main body of the dress, but there's only a single layer of fabric there, and this is quite a dense stitch. It's not as dense as some of them, but it does go over itself like quite a lot, so I just thought maybe not through a single layer of fabric. And I have hand stitched the opening in this belt closed, so this dress is officially done and I am officially loving it. Yes, Somebody's also commented on yesterday's vlog just saying it's nice to see me in something other than bright leafy prints. Yeah, and lots of you have also been pointing out that this is very piratey when it's like cinched in like this, and you're not wrong, you're not wrong. So yeah, very, very happy with this. We'll make more of these. They probably will be loud leafy ones though, sorry. Although I do have some navy of this fabric. I do have some navy, so yeah, possibly. I have spent, I think it took me an hour to go around the entirety of the hem of this dress with that decorative stitch. But my machine has so many of them, it seemed like a good way to kind of, you know, make it look pretty and tie it in with what was going on the neck. It has made the neckline sit a lot flatter now. So I think this might be something that I do with facings, is just make like a feature of the neckline, because facings just bug me. I don't know what it is, they just bug me. But I suppose if I did this, then I could do bias binding and then do the decorative top stitching on it. The other thing I could do actually is put the facing on the outside, which was something I was thinking about. Bind the edge, top stitch that down, and then do some lacing down the front here, because that could look quite nice as well. Again, leaning way more pirate as well though, so we'll see. But yeah, really pleased with this, really pleased with this. I am going to work on the 7659 top next. I've thought about it and the top seems like the logical thing to do next, so I am going to start on that, I think. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 6:14 p.m.
Maybe I'm not, because I have got a lot of editing to do, plus you guys know how much I like reading patterns, so maybe I'll take those back up to the main house and sit and read some patterns this evening, get this edited, because I had a really late one last night. I had a really nice chat with Rachel. I sort of messaged her, she's like, fancy a chat? She's like, yeah. So we sat there chatting away and then realised that neither of us had finished editing our Vlogmases. So I was up really late last night getting that done. So yeah, I think actually I might call it a night now, which, I mean, all I've sewn today in that case is the ruffle of this hem and then the top, you know, the decorative stitching on it. That's not a very productive day, is it? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna get the top done tomorrow morning and then start work on the 7974s, because I should be able to get at least 2 of those things done tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed my day, and I'll be really interested to read the comments and see what you guys think about this now that it's been cinched and decoratively stitched with an inch of its life. Would you make more? Would you make some for yourself? Let me know. I would be interested to hear what you think. So I hope you enjoyed my day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.